Hi, in this video we take a commute ride from Farsley West Leeds into town via Kirkstall Road. The route is common for those living near the bottom of Farsley, so as to avoid climbing the hill straight from home. If you hadn't already spotted, this is a 360-degree video, so please feel free to drag the image to see all around. These videos are aimed to remove a few unknowns for those who may be commuting by bike for the first time. As you have seen, we start with a nice and easy coast down Bagley Lane. The only minor points to note leading up to the corner are to watch for oncoming cars when avoiding the speed bumps, and a firm grip at the speed table. Upon reaching the corner, please ensure that your speed is appropriate for the conditions. When approaching parked cars, check for vehicles overtaking, and gradually move out to allow extra space in case doors open. This is especially important with a line of parked cars, as occupant visibility is reduced. Here you see the secondary position. This is approximately 1 meter away from the gutter, or around the near side wheel track of vehicles. Secondary position indicates that normal safe overtaking is acceptable. Approaching the end of the road, the more central primary position is taken. There are parked cars either side and a vehicle potentially pulling out. Therefore, the primary position is a strong indicator for any following vehicles that overtaking may not be safe. Before approaching a junction, remember to change your gears down, ready to set off again. Take your time. Have the confidence on this short section to keep clear of parked vehicles and to remain in control of the lane. If vehicles were to overtake, there is a risk of erratic movements to avoid oncoming vehicles appearing from around the corner or the side street. Do make sure to appreciate your surroundings during the journey. Here we're in Rodley, a lovely canal-side village with many historical notes. Clearly the canal once provided the mills in the area access to transportation for goods out, or materials in. This road we are progressing along even used to host a tram rail, for the thorough network Leeds once had. Did you know that by registering at lovetoride.net, that when you log your rides you could be in with a chance to win prizes? Love to Ride is a fun community that allows you to track your bike rides, create goals, share photos, and participate in challenges. These challenges incentivize and reward riding a bike and encouraging others to ride, through the possibility of winning prizes. Everyone is invited to join our community, whether they ride every day, or haven't been on a bike in years. It's free and easy to create a profile at lovetoride.net. What's more, you can easily register your workplace, and encourage others to join. This can help you form a bike user group at work, and therefore form a fun and healthy community. You will start to notice that we now approach the only hill climb on this route. In reality, it is mild, but does become progressively steeper. The climb takes approximately 4 minutes and will raise your heart rate. If you are to sweat anywhere, it will be here. Therefore, relax and use gears appropriately. Your aim when cycling is to maintain a reasonably consistent cadence. This means how fast you are pedaling. When commuting by bicycle, regularly changing gears up or down maintains the cadence and effort whilst altering speed. Clearly, sometimes periods of extra effort will be necessary, and the judgment of predicting this comes with experience. The gearing and efficiency of bikes vary significantly, therefore there is no rule which gear to be in. For the same cadence, lower gears provide a slower speed and higher gears provide a higher speed. Effort refers to your desired speed. Unless a road is steep, it doesn't have to be harder to cycle up, but your speed will reduce. The gears on your bike may allow easy climbing throughout. On this hill, you may wish to gradually keep dropping down through the gears as needed to maintain consistent cadence and effort. Once you reach the lowest gear, extra effort may be required to keep momentum. Be aware that straight line stability increases with speed, therefore, as you slow down, you may begin to wobble. We're now in the steeper area of the climb, so may find yourself in one of the lowest gears. You may feel that your speed has dropped so much that you are a burden to other road users. Please believe that this is only a short stretch, and you are not only improving your own health, but supporting everyone by avoiding air pollution. Therefore, do not ride in the gutter, and do maintain the secondary or primary positions. Your speed could mean you don't ride quite as straight as usual, so if you did ride near the edge, you might wobble and hit the curb. As you will see ahead, it is completely okay to walk with your bike to get up the hill. When we approach this junction, we will be turning left. Please be extra vigilant, as vehicles often display poor judgment by overtaking and cutting across. Since there is a pedestrian refuge in the center of the side road, driving may become further erratic in order to avoid it. Once into the side road, there are sometimes vehicles parked on the left, so be prepared to remain in control of the lane. The end of this road has been configured as one way for motor vehicles, but with a contraflow for bikes. The result when climbing the hill is a very strange partial cycle lane on the left. Please take care, and if preferred, ignore the cycle lane as it presents maneuvering issues. Upon approaching the end, please take the primary position, and don't be tempted to undertake cars waiting to pull out. When passing bus stops, keep an extra eye on the road surface. It is common for buses to cause sinkage in the tarmac, which should be avoided. This bus stop has a deep indentation. Did you know, British Cycling have produced a series of excellent cycling videos, full of clear tips and guidance for cycle commuting. Just search on YouTube for Commute Smart. You'll be pleased to know that from here on in, the whole of the remaining journey is downhill. We are starting with the swift downhill section of Leeds and Bradford Road. Be aware that this is a 40 miles per hour road. In this video, the hill is taken completely freewheeling, that is, not pedaling. Whilst bicycles are more stable with speed, be extra vigilant for bumps and poor surface conditions. Until you are familiar with the road, by all means use your brakes to control your speed. Don't forget about those car doors. A generic tip to increase bicycle stability during downhill speed is to use your thighs to grip the saddle. In conjunction with hands and feet, this produces a solid 3-point grip with your bike. Take extra care as the slope lessens. There is a frequently used junction and a zebra crossing. In the morning, this section typically has queuing traffic. Please avoid passing cars on the inside, that is, between the car and the pavement. Carefully maneuver out to be able to overtake queuing traffic on the right, even if they have provided a seemingly large space on the left. This is because the road surfaces are often poorer near the gutter. Also, passengers are less likely to look before opening car doors. If the opposing carriageway is clear, please make use of it when overtaking stationary traffic. However, do check for other bikes and motorbikes doing the same thing. If the queuing traffic begins to move reasonably whilst overtaking, it is advised to merge back in, though take primary position, until traffic slows once more. We are now approaching a blind S-bend. If there is free-flowing traffic, take the primary position, as overtaking is definitely dangerous. If there is queuing traffic, do not overtake near the corners. Instead, wait and progress with the traffic, it really does not take long. On approach to the lights, there is a cycle filter lane. Carefully use this if traffic is stationary. Otherwise, take the primary position from here until the next lights. If lights do not have a forward cycle box, ensure you stop and wait in a position where the nearest driver will see you, without using their mirrors. Avoid stopping directly alongside a vehicle if feasible. We are turning right, so take the primary position on the following lanes. The remainder of the journey has cycle lanes. Some of these are the narrow, painted variety, some are shared bus and cycle, and others are dedicated. When taking this corner, try not to cut across the lane. However, there is often stone or glass debris directly ahead, in the area where motor traffic does not touch. Did you know, if you become a member of Cycling UK, or British Cycling, the membership includes third-party insurance and legal cover. The insurance covers you for damage you cause to other vehicles and users. The legal cover will simplify the proceedings, if you are in an accident, and are claiming against another party. The annual fees are very reasonable, and includes discounts for various cycling-related merchandise and events. The discounts can often make up for the cost of the annual fee. Additionally, why not encourage your employer to offer membership for anyone who cycles regularly? Be careful of those side junctions. If maneuvering out, please also check for buses, which may be approaching from behind. The following section has numerous side streets and is notorious for accidents. Even though attempts have been made to improve the area, they weren't very invasive to motor traffic, so behavior change appears to be minimal. Since the changes, the cycling surface now contains many bumps and requires extra concentration to hold the handlebars steady. The key aspect is to attempt to make eye contact with drivers exiting side streets. Additionally, position yourself more upright, if possible, to see and be seen over the rooftop of queuing traffic. The approaching bus stop is an anomaly. The altered design implemented a shared pedestrian and cycle path, which forces you to ride closely to passenger queues. Many cyclists rejoin the main carriageway if the traffic is moving. Today is quiet, therefore, I use my bell to warn anyone approaching from around the blind corner. If pedestrians are using the cycle lane, be courteous, ring your bell from a distance, and acknowledge for being healthy. Did you know, publications in the British Medical Journal have highlighted that cycling to work was associated with a 41% lower risk of dying overall, compared to commuting by car or public transport. Cycle commuters had a 52% lower risk of dying from heart disease, and a 40% lower risk of dying from cancer. They also had 46% lower risk of developing heart disease, and a 45% lower risk of developing cancer at all. Double check for impatient drivers, who may attempt to overtake you, then cut across to turn left. Did you know, British Cycling offers free, guided rides through letsride.co.uk. Many of these rides are family-centric, often focus on building confidence, and are always friendly. Volunteer ride leaders throughout the country offer and promote the rides locally. In addition to guided rides, less formal social rides may also be organised on the Let's Ride platform. Finally, keep a lookout for the free bicycle festivals, which close city centre roads to enable safe cycling for all. The city centre is now approaching. Today, we will be ending at Wellington Place, which has established itself as an outstanding new urban quarter and the business location of choice for Leeds' leading corporate organisations. Once we progress through the various sets of traffic lights, there will be the option to remain on the new cycle lanes but then negotiate a right turn. However, on this occasion, we shall remain on the carriageway and take control of the lanes appropriately. Confidence to hold a lane produces a safer ride, as passing traffic may otherwise attempt to squeeze through, and there is clearly no space without using another lane anyway. When safe, indicate and move over to the right lane. Then, take the right filter lane upon approach to the lights. To the left, you will see the cycle lane, which can feed into the forward cycle box, to enable a right turn if you wish. Welcome to Wellington Place, Leeds, and the end of our 6 miles commute journey from Farsley. I do hope you enjoyed watching, and maybe picked up some tips. Please like or follow Running Seeds. Bespoke running, walking, cycling and technical consultancy all available to help bond a community with mental and physical good health. Goodbye.